My name's Laura Rossi and I'm a composer and direct music for film and TV and silent film, and I've just written my first ballet for Atonement. It's a really great collaboration working with Kathy. We would basically analyse each of the characters and come up with a list of words that really sort of identified what kind of character they were. I then went away and wrote some music that would really work for all those emotions that we'd discussed. I like to try and really think as deeply as I can to get the right emotions before I write the music. So I spent quite a bit of time then going back and rereading the book and going over passages that would help me get into a really deeper understanding of what those characters are like. And then sometimes I drew pictures as well to try and help inspire me for writing the music. And then I'd go to the piano and come up with the themes, put them back into the computer, and then I would send those to Kathy. She was really good at pushing me to really think even more deeply about things. She was a really great collaborator. One of the things I really wanted to do was to try and help the audience, to guide them through the story with the music. Obviously the dance tells the story too, but I think the music really helps the audience. And one of the ways I did that was to come up with themes for all the different characters. Bryony is a choreographer in the ballet Atonement, so I came up with this idea that it should start with just simple piano music because she's creating a ballet in the very beginning of the ballet. Bryony, she is the storyteller, she's the narrator. I decided to make the piano kind of Bryony's instrument, so the piano really carries the whole thing through and becomes a real key character in the music throughout. Robbie was a cello and Cecilia was a violin, which meant that when we have the very passionate library scene, the violin and cello really intertwine. I think the library scene was the one that we spent the longest sort of coming up with something that Kathy and I, both of us were happy with. Eventually I came up with this idea of writing a tango, which seemed to really be perfect for the scene because of the sort of sexual overtones in a repressed society, and also just really suited the character of Robbie particularly because he's sort of very romantic but in a masculine way. He's energised, very passionate, and so the tango seemed to work really well for this scene. The nurses theme, we discussed what that might sound like and kind of people they were, so that they're neat, organised, precise, kind. Came up with the idea for that to make it like pizzicato, short plucked strings and staccato woodwind. And actually that was kind of inspired by Kathy also when she was describing that. Had some sort of movements where she described what they might be doing in her choreography, and actually that was really inspiring for coming up with the music for that scene. All the characters have got like little themes and then they develop and combine, and there's a scene actually in Act 2 where I've got 3 themes going on together because there's 3 things happening on stage. So we've got the prisoners, we've got the soldiers and the nurses, and so as they come on and off the stage, these 3 different themes come in and out so that they're sort of combined with each other. And then there's the love theme that kind of comes in as well. Sort of planting the seed of those along the way means that when you then hear it in its full towards the end, then it kind of makes it even more moving for the audience. It's one of those things they might not realise, but because you've hinted at those things before, and also without realising it, they've started to remember or recognise some of those melodies that are coming back. I think this has probably been my favourite thing that I've done, just because it's been really great working with Kathy and I've really enjoyed the whole process of it, as well as writing the music. It's been really nice, that thing of being inspired by her ideas. The musicians here are incredible, so it's been really amazing to hear them bring the music to life, and the dancers are fantastic. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience. I really hope the audience comes away just feeling really moved, because I think music and dance can both be really powerful. They can both bring out something much deeper than perhaps any other art form. I hope the audience are left feeling very moved.